present I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue, the antidote to panel games. At the piano is Colin Sell and your chairman is Humphrey Lyttelton.
Hello and welcome to I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue. You join us this week at Sadler's Wells in London's Clerkenwell. A small settlement was originally founded here many centuries ago as a stopping-off point on the main route to London, when a turnpike was established to charge tolls on farmers' wagons and stagecoaches in the certain knowledge that this would prevent any increased congestion of the city's streets. Can't imagine any fool trying that again. By the 18th century, Clerkenwell was a bustling mix of artist studios and alehouses, frequented by famous authors, including John Bunyan. After he published his allegorical tale, Pilgrim's Progress, Bunyan was honoured by the city fathers by having a foot disorder named after him. During the 20th century, Clerkenwell became known as Little Italy when it changed sides halfway through the Second World War. Such is its fashionable reputation that this part of London is now known as the New Soho, with the result that the inevitable down-at-heels seedy element is just beginning to emerge. Let's meet the teams. On my left, Graeme Garden and Barry Cryer. And on my right, Tim Brooke-Taylor and Sandi Toksvig. And to guarantee that the teams will be holding their own this evening, please welcome our talented scorer, the delightful Samantha. Well, we make a start. Oh, DIY gets everywhere. We make a start this week. In the good old days, we used to say we start this week. Now we have to make the bloody thing. We make a We make a start this week with a round of official sponsor. Sponsorship is now taking hold in show business, and appropriately, this game will be played by Tim Brooke-Taylor, Graham West Ruislip Garden Centre, Sandy Beaches of Skegness Toksvig, and Barry Holstein Cronenberg Budweiser, Hamilton Foster's, Customary, Carling Black Label, Red Stripe, Carlsberg Special Brew, Methylated Spirits, Cryer. So, teams, I'd like you to suggest titles of books, films, plays, TV, and radio programs that have suffered similar overzealous sponsorship. Barry, will you start, please?
North by NatWest.
The League of Cheltenham and Gloucester.
Mother's Pride and Prejudice. By Jane Austen Allegro.
Moby Dixon's.
Breakfast with Frosties.
Bridge on the River KY.
From Sainsbury's, as time goes buy one, get one free.
Tesco of the D'Urbervilles.
Kit Kat on a hot tin roof.
Later with Jules Holland and Barrett.
Lady Chatterley's Hoover.
Bring me the head and shoulders of Alfredo Garcia.
Okay, the teams are going to sing for us now in the round called One Song to the Tune of Another. And only the terminally slow would need further explanation than that. So listen up, teams. You may care to think of a tune as being like a large cardboard box containing a newly bought consumer item which represents so obviously the words. Imagine you take the item out of the box, it doesn't matter what it is, say a video recorder or DAB radio perhaps, whatever that is. But if it were a DAB radio, which is unlikely, as it's no good the BBC telling me I've got to shell out 300 quid on a fancy wireless set just so I can get their so-called new channels churning out 40-year-old shows. I can get all the repeats I want on long wave. That is, when it's not non-stop cricket reports of England being thrashed by every emergent nation. Having removed the radio, you could replace it with something different and repack the contents back into the box. And yes, teams, there is a problem looming. That's right, the polystyrene packing. By now, you have a lounge floor strewn with enough white expanded plastic to make a half-scale model of the Andes, and it will never go back in the box. Why they provide a 14 cubic metre box to hold an average-sized portable radio, I don't know. Can you imagine a more pointless waste of space? At the piano, we have Collins. OK, we'll start with you, Barry. Would you please sing the words of The Telephone Man to the tune of She?
Hey, baby, I'm your telephone man. You just show me where you want it, and I'll put it where I can. I can put it in the bedroom, I can put it in the hall, I can put it in the bathroom, I can hang it on the wall. You can have it with a buzz, and if you can have it with a ring, and if you really want it, you can have a ding-a-ling, because hey, baby, I'm your telephone man. I rented my apartment on a Monday at 1, singing doo-la, lily-lily-la, shaky bum, shaky bum.
OK, Sandi now, would you please sing the words of Tennyson's lovely Come in the... My script says, come in the garden maud. I don't...
Depends if the telephone man has been.
Would Sandi please sing the words of Tennyson's lovely Come into the garden maud to the tune of We're Off to See the Wizard.
Come into the garden maud, for the black night has flown. Come into the garden maud, I'm here at the gate alone. I'm here at the gate alone, and the woodbine spices are wafted abroad, and the musk of the rose is blown, for a breeze of morning moves. And the planets of
More.
Oh, God, and at Sadler's Wells as well.
Tim, would you please sing the words of I Want to Be Like You from the Jungle Book to the theme from Swan Lake?
Oh, I'm the king of the swingers, the jungle VIP. We've reached the top and had to stop, and that's what's bothering me. I wanna be a man, come and go right into town and be just like the other men. I'm tired of monkeying around. Ooby-doo, I want to be like you.
Finally, Graham, would you please sing the words of You're a Pink Toothbrush to the tune of Strangers in the Night?
Can I say before Cole starts?
Hold it, Cole.
Hold it, Cole.
Cole, hold it.
I have to explain, I've got pink and blue in this song, and you won't have noticed, but I have a touch of what's called Bell's palsy at the moment, which means half my face is frozen. So I have trouble saying P as in pink and B as in blue. It's rather cruel of them to call it Bell's palsy in the first place. Thank you, Col.
You're a pink toothbrush, I'm a blue toothbrush. Have we met somewhere? Before you're a pink toothbrush, and I think toothbrush that we met by the bathroom door. Glad to meet toothbrush, such a sweet toothbrush. How you thrill me through and through. Don't be hard toothbrush on a soft toothbrush, 'cause I can't help loving you. Every time I hear you whistle, it makes my nylon bristle. You're a pink toothbrush, I'm a blue toothbrush. Won't you marry me in haste? I'll be a blue toothbrush, just to you toothbrush, when we both use the same toothpaste.
It's time for a bit of acting now as the teams present their DIY costume drama. Our TV schedules are currently awash with classic adaptations, including Daniel Deronda from the book by George Eliot, who's one of my personal favourites. I made a lifelong study of Eliot's work, and in my opinion, there's no writer to match him. Thackeray is another writer whose work has been plundered for television, although I have to say I was sorely disappointed by the BBC adaptation of Vanity Fair. What were they thinking? They completely missed out the problem page, and where were the handy makeup hints? In DIY costume drama, I'd like each of you teams to take the part of a character from a typical costume drama. Scene changes will be signalled by my sounding my horn. I've provided you with a selection of appropriate sound effects which you can play in yourselves via the electronic samplers in front of you. If you care now to check that they're working. Okay, jolly good, jolly good. Jolly good. Okay, on with... I was going to say, right, on with the casting. Barry, your character is Gordon Bennett.
Yes.
Graham, your character is Lord Bingley of Bradford. Sandy, you'll be playing his daughter, Lady Charity Begins. And Tim, I'd like you to be the handsome Mr. Darcy Bussell. Okay, teams, I'd like you to transport us, please, to the withdrawing room at Loggerheads, Lord Bingley's country retreat, and improvise a thrilling episode of Pride and Sensibility.
My darling Papa, sadly this dreadful itch has returned.
I'm sorry to hear it, my dear, but brace yourself. Your young suitor will be joining us shortly for tea this afternoon, young Gordon Bennett.
Gordon Bennett?
Yes. The same, a very dull but sound young man. I believe I hear his carriage on the drive. He's a very old horse.
Yeah. I see your sinuses are no better.
My darling Charity, I feel so happy about our impending nuptials, that you are my affianced.
Father, I cannot marry this man. He's so old.
Come, my child. He's a very sound man. He has an income of £2 a year. Don't spend it all on the same hat.
Can I come in?
Look, it's the bold Mr. Darcy Bussell.
Oh, yes.
Oh, him with the wet shirt.
Oh.
There he goes again.
Scene 2, walking by the lake.
Oh, there he goes again. The man's obsessed.
Will you come to my party? I'm having a little at-home.
Sorry. Sorry, I didn't hear you. I was in the water.
You swine bustle. Leave my fiancé alone. Let's get something straight between us, Charity. I am yours.
Oh. You are awful.
What the devil's going on here? Charity, ring
the
for the
streets
butler.
Yes,
no, on
Father.
second thoughts, 2 rings for the butler, and that necklace of yours, he's been very good to us.
Papa, you must understand I cannot marry Gordon Bennett, for my heart belongs to Mr. Darcy Bustle.
Be quiet, Charity.
In which case, I must take you out of all this. I'm going to send you up to town.
Oh, next scene at the Goose Fair in bustling Cheapside.
Come in to the street.
Oh, the old problem.
I have run away. I've run away with you, Mr. Bustle. Do not tell my father.
I tell you what, we'll...
Oh, look, an S&M club. Here comes Gordon Bennett now. Fight him with your sword.
You
Sorry, I
cad,
cheated.
sir, you cad.
You thought I was just pleased to see you. Come, my dear, it is time for our nuptials.
Oh, I cannot marry you.
Final scene. I've been trying to say for 10 minutes.
Humph,
Yes? Final scene, the grand ball back at Loggerheads.
Charity, may I have the pleasure?
You may, but first I must have a small scotch.
I think you'd like a little punch, though, wouldn't you?
damn you, Bustle, I shouldn't even be dancing with you.
Oh, I know what I'm going to have to do.
Father, can't you see how those two look at each other?
Yes, I can.
A fight, sir, a fight.
Greatly.
Oh, and you, sir.
I'm fed up with both of you.
Oh!
I'm not going to get married. I'm going to become a vicar.
I think that was a bit too slick, myself.
Okay, it's time now to play the old favourite known as Cheddar Gorge. The name cheddar is, of course, mainly associated with cheese, but this game is just one of many games taking their inspiration from food-related items. We think also of steak tartare, which involves saying goodbye to a piece of sirloin. Then we have cottage pie, a geometry game played on Hampstead Heath. Then, of course, there's the old favourite Bakewell tart, which is quite simply shouting instructions at Nigella Lawson. In Cheddar Gorge, each panelist exchanges a word in turn in order to construct a coherent sentence, with the object being not to complete the sentence. If I detect that a full stop has been reached, you'll hear this as I kick this walrus. Okay, teams, the subject of your sentence is a letter of complaint from the Prince of Wales. Tim, you can start.
Sir,
It
has
Come,
to
my
Attention.
that
you
are
A
very
offensive,
and
dare
I
say,
it
offends
many
of
my
people
who
came
here
today
with
their
Daxons
under
a
reasonable
level
of
complacency.
although
some
of
These
people
were
distinctly
unimpressed
by
your
outrageous
behavior
in
the
undergrowth.
When
they
Clearly,
yet
somehow
audibly,
Noticed
that
you
were
distinctly
hiding
behind
a
round
yet
slim
yet
strangely
my
local
doctor,
who
is
my
local
vicar
as
well
as
my
local
veterinary
man,
stroke
rabbit
yet
somehow
all
of
my
intentions
have
been
so
thwarted
in
my
attempt
to
right
a
sincere
letter
that
I
have
never
in
my
entire
life
been
so
grossly
and
indubitably
comma
outraged
and
what
I
wish
is
a
very
speedy
recovery.
Okay, we have a musical game now called Just a Minute. This was adapted from the long-running wireless favourite Just a Minute, hosted in unique style by Nicholas Parsons. Actually, it's extremely difficult to find the right words to describe Nicholas Parsons. Talented, erudite, generous, self-effacing. No, still can't do it. In Just a Minute, the teams will attempt to sing well-known songs without hesitation, deviation, Bartik Thistle, nil, or repetition. Remember that, teams. Repetition is an absolute no-no. Piano accompaniment will be provided by Colin Sell. Listeners will be interested to learn that Colin is well respected in the music business. I'm given to understand that he's particularly admired by simple minds. Right, the song is Here We Go Gathering Nuts in May, and Tim, you can start.
Here we go gathering nuts in May, almonds in June, Brazils in August. There we go picking pecans in spring.
Challenge from Barry.
hesitation, for heaven's sake, to have a coach and horses through it.
That's what I think of that challenge, sir.
Fair enough.
Challenge, Tim.
No, it was me. Repetition, two punches.
Says Tim here.
I threw my voice.
Sorry.
Not far enough. Go on, whoever.
Who will you have for loonies in February, screws in April?
Challenge from Barry. Either that or I didn't switch the buzzer off. Who?
I threw my buzzer.
Challenge from Tim.
I thought deviation he was going on. Screws in what, was it?
Screws in April.
Well, that sounded like deviation to me.
I thought he said Naples.
Elaborate.
Carry on,
Barry.
We'll have... says name in brackets here. For pistachios... Oh,
Challenge from Graham.
Two brackets. Repetition.
True.
Yeah, carry on.
Fruit in a 4-week period. Anagram of stun in might. We shall have Colin in what?
Challenge
What?
from Tim.
Did you say Colin? We'll have Colin in what?
Well, it says name in brackets.
Name
I can't
in
think of a better name to put in brackets than Colin, can you?
And that's not easy for you to say.
It's not.
Go on then, Colin. I notice it's very nearly the end of the show. There's just time to squeeze in a round of Ornithologists Song Book. Samantha tells me she has to go now as she's off to the country residence of her new gentleman friend who has some interesting birds in a thicket. He keeps a young chicken, but Samantha says there are also wild breeds there and she can't wait to see his woodcock, pullet and swallow. So while she's away enjoying that, I'll ask the teams to suggest song titles likely to appeal to an audience of birdwatchers. Graham, will you start, please?
You got to pick a poxy cockatoo.
Killing me softly with his swan.
50 ways to leave your plover.
Tea for toucan and cockatoo for teal.
Kumbaya mallard.
If I knew you were coming, I'd have baked a crake.
Delicious.
Cassowary. I like it.
Sitting on the duck in the bay.
Bridge over troubled warblers.
Call me a romantic old fool, but there's that lovely lovebird song, Don't Shit Under the Apple Tree with anyone else but me.
Tie Me a Kangaroo Down Sport, sung by a bearded tit.
So, ladies and gentlemen, as the butler of time eagerly rifles through the drawers of fate, and the princess of destiny suggests he might let her take them off first, I notice it's the end of the show. So from the team, Samantha, myself, and the good people here at Sadler's Wells, it's goodbye.
Cryer, Graeme Garden, Sandi Toksvig and Tim Brooke-Taylor were being given Silly Things to Do by Humphrey Lyttelton, with Colin Sell setting some of them to music. The programme consultant was Ian Pattinson and the producer was John Naismith. We present I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue, the antidote to panel games. At the piano is Colin Sell, and your chairman is Jack D.
Hello, and welcome to I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue. You join us this week on a visit to the city of Bradford in the historic county of Yorkshire. A visit to Bradford's fine museum will reveal that the early history of the city is inextricably tied up with wool, so you can't read it. The Brontes were the 19th century literary family from the nearby village of Haworth. Most famous is Emily, who wrote Wuthering Heights, with the other Bronte sisters, Charlotte and Anne, providing backing vocals. Their brother was called Branwell, which was his mother's maiden name. He later changed it after his bank account was cleaned out by someone who guessed his security question. There are many diverse products that originated in Yorkshire. The drug Prozac was developed here when clinical trials raised volunteer spirits to a euphoric level of mild grumpiness. And coming from Tadcaster, John Smith's bitter. And who can blame him? Now, the area known as Little Germany is of particular historical and architectural interest in central Bradford. The name comes from the German cloth merchants who arrived in the 19th century. But the area is best known now for its budget stores. However, the people of Little Germany like to keep up traditions, and every September they invade Poundland. The city is rightly proud of its rugby league team, known as Bradford Bulls, who did pretty well in Europe until they came up against Malaga Matadors when they were slaughtered. During the 90s, West Yorkshire Police launched a campaign to rid Bradford of organised crime. Within a year, the number of serious crimes reduced by half, and West Yorkshire Police celebrated by taking a week off, at which point the other half stopped. And we are today guests of Bradford's fine Victorian theatre, St George's Hall. It was constructed by the same architect who built London's Apollo Theatre. The Apollo's ceiling famously collapsed last year, a disaster which was discovered to have been caused by old weak material. So protect your heads as I say, let's meet the teams. They are on my left, Barry Cryer and Graeme Garden. And on my right, Tim Brooke-Taylor and Andy Hamilton. And taking our place alongside me and preparing to keep score, please welcome the ever-delightful Samantha. Okay, we start this week with a look at movie titles. In this round, I'll ask the teams to suggest films that would have been quite different if the title had gone wrong with the addition of just one extra word. So, Barry, can you start?
Battle of Fern Britain.
Tim?
Little Crack House on the Prairie.
Andy?
12 years a slave trader.
Graeme?
Grosse Point blankety blank.
Pope Gregory's Girl.
Expenses Fiddler on the Roof.
Donny Osmond Darko.
Gandy Pandy.
Terminator 2 Judgment Day 3.
Murder on the Leyton Orient Express.
E.T. Gromit.
101 Delicious Dalmatians.
An American in Paris Hilton.
Batman Begins Knitting.
Cool hand, Dr. Luke.
Titanic 2.
Well, it's music time now with the round called One Song to the Tune of Another. This is where the teams will take a song, discard the words and replace them with the words taken from another song. To put it in simple terms, it's like selling counterfeit luxury goods. What happens is that the fraudsters take the bottle and packaging of, say, an expensive bottle of perfume, but fill it with a different, cheaper scent. The whole thing is a terrible scam, and what kind of person, I hear you ask, is happy making a living from an awful racket? At the piano, Colin Sell. Okay, we'll start with you, Tim. I'd like you to sing the words of Sexual Healing by Marvin Gaye to the tune of Oh, I Do Like to Be Beside the Seaside.
Oh, now let's get down tonight, baby, I'm hot. Just like an oven, I need some loving. And baby, I can't hold it much longer. It's getting stronger and stronger when I get that feeling. I want sexual healing. Sexual healing, oh baby. Makes me feel so fine, it helps to relieve my mind. Sexual healing, baby, it's good for me. And that's jazz.
Well, it's your turn now, Andy, and I'd like you to sing the words of Knees Up Mother Brown to the tune of Jerusalem.
Knees up, Mother Brown, knees up, Mother Brown. under the table you must go. E-I-E-I, E-I-E-O. If I catch you bending, I'll saw your legs right off. Knees up, don't get the breeze up. Knees up, Mother Brown. Oh my, what a rotten song, what a rotten song. Oh, what a rotten song, oh my, what a rotten song, and what a rotten singer too.
And finally, Graham, I'd like you to sing the words of You've Lost That Loving Feeling to the tune of Scotland the Brave.
You never close your eyes anymore when I kiss your lips, and there's no tenderness like before in your fingertips. You're trying hard not to show it, baby, but baby, baby, I know it. You've lost that loving feeling. Oh, that loving feeling. You've lost that loving feeling. Now it's gone, gone, gone. Whoa. Now there's no welcome look in your eyes when I reach for you. Now you're starting to criticize little things I do.
Well, our next round takes a look at crime. According to our sister programme, Moneybox, our motor insurance premiums are going up because the companies say fraudulent claims cost them £800 million a year, which makes you think they should consider not paying out on the fraudulent claims. In fact, our very own Tim Brooke-Taylor was recently the victim of identity theft. The police are looking for a penniless fraudster who's never heard of himself. In the round, one team will be criminals, while the other will be police officers whose job it is to discover precisely what it is their opponents are guilty of. Tim and Andy, you can start by being a pair of felons. The details of your crime is now being displayed to the studio audience on the laser display screen. And here is the mystery voice for listeners at home.
Tim and Andy are members of the FIFA committee. Tim and Andy are members of the FIFA committee.
Right, Tim and Andy into the interview room of Detective Inspectors Cryer and Garden, please. The interrogation starts now.
Come on, sit down.
Yeah. Now, what have you been up to?
Well, can we clarify a couple of things?
A couple of things, yes.
Like accommodation.
Yeah.
Yes.
We'd like a 5-star hotel.
5-star hotel.
Yeah, before we answer any questions.
Yeah, with jacuzzis and all the trimmings, and by trimmings we mean prostitutes.
Why do you think you deserve all this?
They're treating us like criminals.
Yeah, well, they are.
We're not criminals, we're delegates.
Yeah.
Delegates?
Yeah.
That's a new word for it.
Yeah.
And you're a sort of committee, are you?
We don't really have time to answer all these questions. Of course, we might have time. It's very hard to keep track of the time, Tim, isn't it?
It is.
Sometimes
it is.
It's hard to keep track of the time. Of course, it would be easier to keep track of the time if we had a nice sort of gold Rolex or something like that. You know.
I don't know if it helps, but here is my bank account number.
Yeah.
So are you lads interested in sport at all?
Sorry.
No.
No. No, but it's an amusing idea. Yeah.
Are you Fi-Far?
Quite right. Okay, so yes, your turn to be the criminals now, Barry and Graham. Let's see how you fare in the interview room of Detective Inspectors Hamilton and Brooke-Taylor. The identity of your crime will now be displayed to the audience via the laser display board, while here again is the mystery voice for listeners at home.
Barry and Graham devised the TV show Splash. Barry and Graham devised the TV show Splash.
So the interrogation starts now.
Do come in. So, what have you done wrong?
Nothing at all.
Nothing.
No, we're very, very proud of what we've done.
Yeah.
Are you royalty of any sort?
In our profession, some of us regarded as such.
Yes, in our line of business we are. You know, people do what we suggest, and whatever the results.
We are creative, basically.
Very creative, yes.
Do you work in banks?
Well, we're not that creative, no.
Do you work in government?
No, I said creative.
Are you connected with the entertainment industry?
Well,
It has. Some people have disagreed, but we think we are.
connected, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are you responsible for some form of TV programme or entertainment?
Well, yes. Yes, we're very proud of cramming 30 seconds of action into an hour-long programme.
Oh.
Everything's been going swimmingly so far.
Yeah.
Would you be in charge of Splash, Bert?
Well, the next game takes a look at the international world of children. There was a story here recently of an 11-year-old who weighed over 15 stone. When the news hit the American papers, they started a campaign to raise money for the poor, starving children of Britain. Now, we shouldn't be doing jokes about obese people, of course. They already have more than enough on their plate. In this round, the teams are given the first part of genuine children's rhymes from around the world, which they should try to complete. Okay, so we'll start with you, I think, Andy. Can you complete this nursery rhyme? It's from Denmark. Snowman, Frost, and Lady Thor went for walks and thought of more. Found a garden seat and sat, talked of love and this and that. Snowman Frost, a little weak, asked,
Can anyone else smell carrots?
In fact, it goes, may I kiss your cheek? But as Lady Thor grew warm, he began to lose his form. Yes, there's a depressing metaphor in there, isn't there? Okay, Barry, here's a nursery rhyme from America. Great green globs of greasy, grimy gopher guts, mutilated monkey meat, dirty little birdie feet, great green globs of greasy, grimy gopher guts.
And what would Sir like for sweet?
It's actually, and me without my spoon was the real one. One for you, Tim. There's a nursery rhyme from Israel. My hat has three corners my hat has. If it did not have three corners...
I wouldn't have started this bloody conversation.
It says, if it did not have three corners, it would not be my hat. Your turn, Graham. Nursery rhyme from Scotland. Wee Willie Winkie rins through the toon, upstairs and downstairs in his nicht goon, telling at the windy, playing at the lock.
Trying to do an accent that sounds like he's a jock.
Yes. It's actually... Oh, you bastard. You set me up. Yes, there he was. No, you do a good accent, Jack. Try it.
Whatever it was.
It's actually, are the weans in their bed for it's now 10 o'clock, is how it ended. Back to you, Andy, and a children's rhyme from Antigua. All right? It goes like this. Children, children, yes, mama. Where did you went to see Grandpa? What did he give you? Bread and patata. Where did you put it? Upon the ledge. Suppose it drop.
You all right, Jack? Well, seriously, you're not having some stroke or anything.
This was actually my audition piece for RADA.
I didn't know you went to RADA.
I didn't. Actually, the line is, I don't give a rap. I don't give a rap.
Oh, right.
No.
Okay, Barry, here's a nursery rhyme from Scotland again. Baloo Baliri, Baloo Baliri, Baloo Baliri, Baloo Bali. Gang away, little fairies, gang away, little fairies, gang away, little fairies.
Never mind all that, sir. Blow into this.
In fact, the answer is Freyeur Bennu. Right, Tim, this is from France. Good King Dagobert put his breeches on backwards. Good King Dagobert put his breeches on backwards. The great Saint-Éloi says to him,
Hey, you put your breeches on backward. In French.
It actually says to him, Oh, my king, your majesty is badly breeched. It is true, says the king. I will put them on again. Graham, here's one from Ireland. There once was a man named Michael Finnegan. He grew whiskers on his chin again. The wind came out and...
He said it was the dog.
It is, as you probably know, the wind came out and blew them in again. Poor old Michael Finnegan, begin again, it says. OK, well, here are some for any of you to have a go at. Just a few of these. It's one from England. Bobby Shafto's gone to sea, silver buckles on his knee. He'll come back and marry me.
Yeah, right.
Here's a rhyme from America. I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Here's my handle, here's my spout.
What do you mean, put it away?
It's, of course, it's when I get all steamed up, hear me shout, tip me over and pour me out.
Oh.
That's what it was, yeah. Finally, it's a well-known rhyme from England. This old man, he played knick-knack on my thumb. With a knick-knack paddywhack, give the dog a bone. This old man...
should not be approached by the public.
Came rolling home. Well, the next game is called Chicken Cross Road, and this is sponsored by the Keep Britain Tidy campaign, who we should congratulate on completing 60 years of hard work. We did try to ring them, but no one was picking up. You want a better joke, then write it yourself. It's just a little link to keep things nice and light. This round is all about the ancient art of communication. In ancient Egypt, they wrote unintelligible squiggles on walls and worshipped cats. Oh no, hang on, that's Facebook. Now, in this round, each team takes it in turns to improvise the letters sent between two famous figures, with the two players alternately adding one word each at a time. The opposing team will then compose the reply. So, Barry and Graham, I'd like you to start by composing a letter from Julius Caesar to Cleopatra, then Tim and Andy will come up with a reply, and so on. So off you go, please, Barry and Graham.
Dear
Cleo,
I
am
curious
to
find
on
my
table
an
envelope
containing
a
asp,
yes,
an
asp,
therefore
I
wish
to
know
if
you
and
I
are
an
item,
not
an
uncoupling.
I
Think
I'll
take
the
hind
what
hind
legs
of donkey.
and
Now
I
would
dance
with
the
donkey
until
it
fell
down.
or
Thereabouts.
Here.
Here.
Enclosed,
You
will
find
a
small,
yet
exotic,
and
intriguing,
although
mysterious
object
which
you
will
know
is
a
traditional
and
honourable
addition
to
your
collection
of
artifacts.
see
You
soon
yours
Caesar.
Dear,
Julius,
I
am
in,
pain.
but
You
are
oblivious
to
my
pain.
because
You
are
a
brutal
man.
from
Rome
east
of
Rome.
who
I
love
and
loves
particularly
me.
when
I
do
the
thing
which
I know
to us is
not in Egyptian.
no.
No,
Which
you
like
so
much
especially
when
you
came
to
me
in
my
boudoir
where
I
was
bathing
in
acids
blood.
because
I
had
a
shortage
of
milk.
but
Never mind.
that
I'm
a
bit
of
a
scrubber.
and
I
am
waiting
for
you
in
Egypt
in
my
cami knickers.
Egyptian all one word.
Yes.
Yeah. And
I'm
writing
this
to
ward
you.
yours
Sincerely,
Cleo
Pat.
Ra.
Well, it's very nearly the end of the show, but there is just time for a round of Monkey Film Club. Samantha has to leave now as she's off to meet her zookeeper gentleman friend. He's a bit of an expert with monkeys, but occasionally has trouble with them when they get out of their pen. Samantha says that last week he was delighted to see her as she arrived just in time to help him beat one off behind the penguin house. So, teams, your suggestions, please, of the titles of films likely to prove popular with an audience of monkeys, apes, and other primates. So, you can start this one, please. Graham.
She wore a yellow gibbon.
Barry.
Clockwork orangutan.
The greatest ape.
National Vervet, starring Mickey Rooney.
Natural born grillers.
Monkey Hote.
Baboon with a view.
Rhesus Christ Superstar.
Banana Karenina.
Breakfast at Chimpanzees.
Gone with the windscreen wiper.
Purple Arse of Cairo.
Well, so, ladies and gentlemen, as the chicken of time crosses the road of destiny and thinks to itself, does anyone really care why I did that? I notice it's the end of the show, and with that, from the team, Samantha, myself, and our audience here in Bradford, it's goodbye. Goodbye.
Barry Cryer, Graeme Garden, Tim Brooke-Taylor and Andy Hamilton were being given silly things to do by Jack D, with Colin Sell setting some of them to music. The programme consultant was Ian Pattinson and the producer was John Naismith. We present I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue, the antidote to panel games. At the piano is Colin Sell, and your chairman is Jack D.
Hello and welcome to I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue. You join us this week on a visit to Sheffield. Often referred to as Steel City by the South Yorkshire Police Burglary Division. The world's first ever official football club, Sheffield FC, was formed in the city in 1857. The first Sheffield team was to enjoy an extraordinary 5-year unbeaten run, which was only brought to an end in 1862 when a second British club was formed. A fact you might not know is that the term hat-trick actually originates in Sheffield. For any Sheffield Wednesday fans listening, I should, of course, explain what a hat-trick is. It's when the opposition striker puts 3 past your goalkeeper. Sheffield was noted for the production of knives as early as the 14th century, and Sheffield knives are actually mentioned in Geoffrey Chaucer's Canterbury Tales. Even today, Sheffield companies like Eggington and Samuel Staniforth produce thousands of knives every day for export worldwide. In fact, the only place you'll see more knives produced is by visiting Firth Park after dark. Let's meet the teams. On my right, please welcome Tony Hawks and Lucy Porter. And on my left, Miles Jupp and Milton Jones. And taking her place at the desk next to me to enjoy an evening of scoring, please welcome the ever-delightful Samantha. Well, we begin this week with a round that's all about bands. These days, there seem to be more tribute bands than there are genuine bands. In fact, it's so common that I hear there's even a psychedelic rock band that's been founded in tribute to our own Colin Sell. It's called The Grateful Deaf. Anyway, teams, in this round, I'd like you to please suggest disappointing titles for tribute bands. You can start this one, Miles.
Simply Dead.
Lucy.
Public Enema.
Tony.
Great Wind and Fire.
Milton.
Emerson, Lake and Starmer.
Shakespeare's Cistern. The Shitehouse Family.
Eminem, da-da-da-da-da.
By Jovi.
Rage Against the Mash, I ordered chips.
That. Damp, damp, damp.
Terence Trent Lester.
Florence and the Mash, she ordered chips too.
Well, it's time for a musical round now, as I ask the teams to sing one song to the tune of another. At the piano, we have Colin Sell. And matter of fact, Colin was telling us about his days as a music scout and how thrilled he was back in the 1970s to discover the cure. In his case, just a simple tin of stewed prunes. Okay, we'll start with you, please. Lucy Porter, I'd like you to sing the words of I'm Too Sexy by Right Said Fred to the tune of Bring Me Sunshine.
I'm too sexy for my love, too sexy for my love's going to leave me. I'm too sexy for my shirt, too sexy for my shirt, so sexy it hurts. I'm too sexy for Milan, too sexy for Milan. You're going to Japan and I'm too sexy for your party, too sexy for your party. No way, I'm disco dancing.
You now, Milton Jones, and I'd like you to sing the words of The Laughing Policeman to the tune of The Funeral March.
I know a fat old policeman. He's always on our street. A fat and jolly red-faced man. He really is a treat. He's too kind for a policeman. He's never known to frown. And everybody says he's the happiest man in town. Oh, ha, 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 ha. Whoa, ho, 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 ho. Ha, 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 ha. Ho, 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 ho.
Excellent stuff. You now, Tony Hawks, I'd like you to sing the words of What Does the Fox Say to the tune of The Girl from Ipanema.
Dog goes woof, cat goes meow, bird goes tweet and mouse goes squeak, cows go moo, froos go creak, and elephant goes toot. Ducks say quack and fish go blub and the seal goes ow, ow, ow. But there's one sound that no one knows. What does the fox say? Ding, 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 ding. Good ding, 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 ding. Good ding, 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 ding. What does the fox say? What, pa, 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 wa, pa, 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 wa, wa, pa, pa, pa. What does the fox say? Ha, ha, hatty, ho, hat, hatty, ho, hatty, ho. What does the fox say?
And finally, Miles Jupp, I'd like you to sing the words of Model of a Modern Major General from Gilbert and Sullivan's The Pirates of Penzance to the tune of The Windmills of Your Mind.
I am the very model of a modern major general. I've information, vegetable and animal and mineral. I know the kings of England and I quote the fights historical. From Marathon to Waterloo in order categorical. I'm very well acquainted too with matters mathematical. I understand equations, both the simple and quadratical. About binomial theorem I'm teeming with a lot of news. Christ. with many cheerful facts about the square of the hypotenuse. I'm very good at integral and differential calculus. I know the scientific names of beings and animalculous. In short, in matters vegetable, animal and mineral, I am the very model of a modern age in general. I know mystic history, King Arthur's and Sir Caradox. I answer hard acrostics. I've a pretty taste for paradox.
Thank you, Miles. And don't worry, if you're walking back to the hotel, we'll arrange security. This next round is called Word for Word, and it's all about words. The Collins Dictionary recently announced its new words for 2024. Amongst them is raw dogging, which means sitting on a flight, staring at the seat in front of you with no entertainment, food or drink, and even foregoing the toilet. Raw dogging has apparently replaced their previous word for the same thing, Ryanair. In this round, each team takes it in turn to exchange a series of words, while the opposing team should challenge if they detect a connection between any of these words. Okay, I'd like you to start exchanging completely unconnected words, Miles and Milton. Tony and Lucy, it's your job to try and spot a connection. If I uphold the challenge, I'll ask you to take over, and so on. So off you go, please, Miles and Milton.
Beef. Aerial. Regimen.
Pin.
Chapati.
Ipswich.
Tony, Chapati, Ipswich?
Well, I had a terrific curry in Ipswich, and I had a chapati there, and I think that is a connection. Certainly a personal one.
Also, Ipswich is in a part of the country that is very flat, like a chapati.
Yes. Yes. So, well,
between the two of us, surely we've done enough.
I think you probably have. I think it was a good joint effort, and the audience enjoyed it as well. So, over to you, Tony and Lucy.
Antidote.
Competence.
Bread maker.
Bear.
Dense.
Parade.
Dictate.
Parade, dictate, Mars?
Yeah. Don't look so baffled, Jack. I'll explain it. Well, if you're a dictator, you probably order a lot of parades, don't you? You see them marching up and down, trying to make people feel good about themselves.
I think, but the word was dictate, not dictator.
Yeah, what do dictators do? I'm not trying to be a dick.
I'll let you get cocky with me once. But yes, okay, I'll let you have dictate, parade. Over to you, Miles and Milton.
Thanks for remembering.
Well, it's been a while.
Dementia.
Eggy.
Dementia.
Tony, you've gone for eggy dementia.
Yeah. Well, most people that have dementia have quite eggy clothes. Their breakfast, they drop a lot of things.
I can see where you're going with that.
Yeah.
Yes, I think we'll allow that.
Clothes.
Yeah. Tony and Lucy, it's over to you.
Empty.
Dipstick.
Harridan.
Liminal.
Igloo.
Mitre.
Miles, igloo, mitre.
I have a toy version of each of those things at home. And I live in Ipswich, so that's acceptable. So I have a little toy igloo and a little toy mitre that was left over. I've lost the toy bishop it came with, but it's quite a sad day actually. But nevertheless, I have both of those things.
Why did you have a toy bishop?
I couldn't afford a real one.
Okay, well, you get, that's the connection. I'm buying that. I'm happy with that. So back to you two.
Crossword.
Vacuum.
Elegant.
Vacuum elegant, Tony?
Well, you vacuum your house to make it look elegant.
I think you vacuum your house just to make it look cleaner.
Not elegant?
Not elegant, no. I don't think elegance comes from vacuuming. Elegance is to do with style, Tony. No amount of vacuuming can provide that. I've been to your house.
Yes. You weren't actually invited, but you came.
I've looked through the windows. I'm not going to allow that, so it's back to you, Miles and Milton. Oh, and that sound usually tells us that there's a film about to start. Don't we wish? Well, this next round is called The Symptoms. In this round, the teams will assume the role of doctors and patients suffering from an imaginary medical condition, and you can be our patients, Tony and Lucy. And the identity of your mystery medical condition is now being displayed to our theatre audience via the laser display screen. And for listeners at home, here's the mystery voice.
Tony and Lucy think they're Radio 4. Tony and Lucy think they're Radio 4.
So off you go, Lucy and Tony.
Come on in. Oh, yes, do go. Normally it only means one thing when a young couple come in to see the doctor together.
Well, it's not that. Thank you very much for your time, Doctor. I mean, we're very worried about our long-term health.
Yeah, we're definitely not in the shape we used to be.
Yeah, we used to have such great figures.
Though we still do get a pretty good reception most places.
Yeah. To be honest, Doctor, bladder control is a problem. And we're both furious about it.
Yes, we're a couple of crossing continents. But we're not all talk, you know.
I think we are.
Yes, we are.
And money's a bit of a worry for us at the moment.
Yes, money is a bit of a worry.
You see, we're having to get by on a lot less these days.
Yes, we're having to get by on a lot less.
Yes. Sorry, that might be why we keep repeating ourselves.
We do have a busy daily schedule, don't we?
Oh, yes. Every morning I have a woman who comes in for an hour.
And I usually come over all funny around 6:30.
No, not as often as you used to.
No.
The sad thing is that people misjudge us. They think we're just serious and unsexy, but that's not true at all, is it?
Absolutely not. I'm constantly getting turned on.
Yeah. Me too. I tend to get most turned on around 7 in the morning, usually by people over 50. What gets you turned on most, would you say?
Oh, for me, it's Melvin Bragg.
Goodness, yes, he's gorgeous. Yeah. Good to know we're on the same wavelength.
We get turned off too, though, don't we?
Oh, yes, usually at 2 p.m. and 7 p.m. on weekdays.
And we don't seem to be quite as popular as we were.
Well, bits of me are popular.
Which bit?
I'm sorry, I haven't a clue.
I think it sounds like you're, I don't know, is it still on? Radio 4?
Well, this next round is all about those important events or milestones in our lives when we exchange cards or presents. You'll be surprised to hear I'm not a great present buyer. On occasions such as a birthday or Christmas, I tend to opt for a greetings card. My wife, on the other hand, is a very keen present giver and generous to a fault. Last Christmas, just to stop her asking, I suggested she get me a simple cheese plant, which is why I'm now the proud owner of the Limeswell Creamery. Personally, I find most of the greetings card messages you get today far too upbeat, cheesy or saccharine. So in this round, Doom Pig, I'd like you teams to suggest for me some more realistic and downbeat greetings card rhymes and messages which more accurately reflect the world as we know it. Miles, you can start.
Sorry for your loss, but at the same time, congratulations on your inheritance.
Lucy.
This is a get well soon card. I wish I'd found out sooner that you were feeling down, then I wouldn't have hidden in your wardrobe dressed as an evil clown.
Milton.
So sad to hear about your husband, Clive. It now appears he's still alive.
Tony.
Happy Father's Day. A day for Dad to stop and rest and maybe have a glass of fizz while Mother wonders in the kitchen how to tell him they're not his.
Good luck in your new home, wherever it is, because you certainly can't stay here.
Mother, you did everything for me. You were there at my beginning. You bore me to tears, sorry.
On your new baby. We wanted to praise your new wee lass, but thought it best to keep it vague, because we noticed in the photo she looks just like William Hague.
So sad to hear about your darling cat, who's left the world at the age of 7. My garden oft he used as a toilet. I hope he's the only cat in doggy heaven.
The wheel is turning, the sands are running, the clock is ticking. Soon we shall all return to the dark earth from whence we once came. Nevertheless, happy birthday.
Congratulations on your new job. I guess it's just bad luck that the last incumbent blew it, and that no one else within the fold was mad enough to do it. But you have been selected, so if you can, be merry. The Most Reverend Richard Coles, Archbishop of Canterbury.
Now for a round called What's the Question? Many answers are the result of fascinating questions. For example, if the answer was U2, the question would be, which contestant did the hill farmer choose on Welsh blind date? Similarly, if the answer was Yorkshire, the question would be, what accent did Sean Bean use to play a Puerto Rican hitman? Okay, teams, I'll provide the answers to various questions, and I'd like you to suggest what you think the original questions would have been, okay? So we'll start with you, Miles. Here's the answer. What's the original question? Life would be impossible.
What would be the human cost if the temperature of the entire planet was controlled by the thermostat in my parents' sitting room?
It's actually what would happen if Earth had no liquid iron core and thus no magnetic field. How about this one, Milton? What would be the question if this is the answer? Simply by adding an X.
What's the best way of ruining the name Andre?
In fact, the question was, when airports adopted 3-letter codes in the 1930s, how did airports with 2-letter names create their codes? Hence, airports like LAX, LAX. Tony, another answer for you. I want the original question. The Pope's inner chamber.
Where's the Pope?
In fact, the answer is, where in the Vatican is there an escape tunnel which leads to a secret location outside the Vatican's borders? And Lucy, here's the answer. What was the question? Only when it's upside down.
Is it ever enjoyable to sit on a shooting stick?
The actual question was only when a flamingo's head is in what position can it eat? Only when it's upside down. All right, here's the answer. This is for any of you to have a go at. Here's the answer. What's the question? Not unless they spread their legs.
Do spiders take up more space than raisins?
It's actually, are giraffes able to drink water from a river or watering hole? And here's another one. What's the question? They are indistinguishable from human ones.
What is remarkable about Elon Musk's eyes?
You're half right. The actual question is, what is remarkable about koala fingertips? And here's another answer. What's the question? The introduction of boxing gloves.
What noticeably improves Colin's piano playing?
In fact, it was the original question is, what counterintuitively led to an increase in the number of fatalities in the sport of boxing? And finally, the one closest to the entrance.
Who gets to go first in a threesome?
In fact, it's statistically, in a gents' lavatory, which urinal is the cleanest? Well, that's just about the end of the show. But there is just time to fit in a quick round of Yorkshire Film Club. And incidentally, football scout Samantha was telling us how she's taken advantage of our visit to Sheffield to visit Bramall Lane to give a talented young footballer a trial. She says she was immediately impressed with his tackle, but concerned he might go down a bit too easily, decided to pull him off at half-time. She's convinced with him they'll soon be on top of the table. Thank you for sending that one in, Mrs. R. Reeves of London West 1. Anyway, in this round, teams, I'd like you please to suggest the titles of films likely to be enjoyed by people from Yorkshire. I'd like you to start, please, Milton.
Terminator.
Tony.
One Flew Over to Pigeon Loft.
Miles.
The Cook, the Thief, His Wife, and Brian Glover.
Lucy.
Clarty Harry?
The Boycott in striped pyjamas.
Dr. Nout.
The Grapes of Rotherham.
Down and Out in Beverly Hull.
Sheepless in Settle.
Ilkley, Batley, Deeply.
There's something about Mary. Will you have a look, Mr. Herriot?
Murder on Transpennine Express.
For a few dollars more, I'm not made of money.
E.T.
And so, ladies and gentlemen, as the trusty Yorkshire teabag of time is joined by the 7 sugars of salvation before the cowboy builder of calamity adds yet another 20 grand to the ever-expanding quotation of incredulity, I notice it's the end of the show. So from the team, Samantha, myself, and our audience here in Sheffield, it's goodbye. Goodbye.
Tony Hawks, Miles Jupp, Lucy Porter and Milton Jones were being given silly things to do by Jack D, with Colin Sell setting some of them to music. The programme consultants were Fraser Steele and Stephen Dick. And the producer was John Naismith. We present I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue, the antidote to panel games. At the piano is Colin Sell and your chairman is Humphrey Lyttelton.
Hello and welcome to I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue. You join us this week amid the Regency splendour of Royal Tunbridge Wells in the county of Kent. The area suffered a decline in the 16th century when a weak and vulnerable populace was cruelly exploited at the hands of a number of landed families. There were the Natchbulls of Mersham and the Sackvilles of Knowle, but things worsened still with the arrival of the notorious Alders of Croydon. Tunbridge Wells proper was founded in 1606 when natural springs were discovered here and the town's mattress industry began. During the 17th century, the town began to welcome the well-heeled due to the absence of shoe repair shops. Many arrived to take the restorative mineral waters, and even King Charles I came here, hoping to cure his chronic dandruff. A problem that was eventually solved by major surgery. After which, royal appointment was awarded to his regular brand of shampoo, which was specially renamed, and shoulders. The elegance of the spa years lives on in the area known as the Pantiles, a colonnaded walkway named after the pavement of clay tiles. After her son slipped and fell there, Queen Anne famously paid for Tunbridge Wells to be provided with stone flags. But since no one could get them up the poles, they ended up on the floor. 1735 saw the arrival here of Beau Nash, who appointed himself Master of Ceremonies and formulated some strict rules of etiquette. These included which fork you picked your nose with, and that a gentleman should always take his hat off if a lady walks past the window he's urinating out of. For centuries, the main industry here was the production of hops. As a consequence, the countryside is scattered with many oast houses, where Kent's traditional rural crafts are still practiced, such as tarting them up and flogging them off for $750,000 quid. During the Second World War, Kent was under the main flight path to London for German aircraft, and Tunbridge Wells was heavily bombed. But the Luftwaffe aren't alone in coming here to bomb heavily. Let's meet the teams. On my left, Barry, Cryer and Graeme Garden. And on my right, Tim Brooke-Taylor and Jack D. And please welcome the lovely lady whose enthusiasm and eagerness to score makes things easy for us. The delightful Samantha. Okay, let's get on with it. I don't want to be here all night. Actually, I don't want to be here at all. We start with a round of missed hits. Possibly the most important element in selling a show is the title. One prime example is Waking the Dead, or as we know it, the continuity announcement straight after quote unquote. So, teams, I'd like you please to suggest films, books, and TV or radio shows that flopped for want of a decent title. Barry, you can start.
The Mattress Reloaded.
Graham.
The Inedibles.
Tim.
Strictly Come Spanking.
Jack.
Oh, look, here's Godot.
Shakespeare in Hove.
My Dad's the Home Secretary.
Lady Windermere's Pan.
The National Pottery.
If I'm a celebrity, what am I doing here?
Snickers Man.
There was a missed one in Wales, Dial M for Merthyr.
Punch and Judy with Richard.
The Gangs of New Malden.
Okay, in this next round, the teams will take turns to play the parts of doctors and their patients. The patients will be suffering from an obscure condition which the medical team should try to diagnose. Ironically, Tim has recently contracted an unusual ailment. He went snow blind after flicking through his bookings diary. And coincidentally, Barry recently endured a difficult operation on his knees, but he eventually managed to get his key in the front door. Okay, we're going to start with you, Tim and Jack. You're suffering from an unusual medical complaint and have just been called for your appointment by Doctors Barry and Graeme. You must outline your symptoms to them, and they will be awarded points based on how accurately they're able to diagnose your condition. The identity of your complaint is now being displayed to our theatre audience via the laser display screen. For listeners at home, here's the mystery voice.
Tim and Jack think that they're teenagers. Tim and Jack think that they're teenagers.
Right, Tim and Jack, start outlining your complaint now, please.
Now, what seems to be the trouble?
As if you'd care. What do you think, Jack?
It's not really a problem as such.
No.
Good. Next, please.
That is so typical of you.
We don't want to be here in the first place.
Especially
anyway.
if you don't care.
No.
There's a feeling of rejection about here, isn't there?
Yes.
Oh, why don't we just forget about the whole thing?
Okay, goodbye.
Nobody understands them, I don't think.
No.
This is their belief.
They don't seem to feel appreciated or loved, do they?
Low self-esteem may be involved in this, I think.
And quite right, too, if you ask me.
Yes, indeed.
Are we there yet?
There's a childish quality about
Oh, you are... You are such sad doctors.
You could be almost teenagers.
Okay, your turn to be the patients now, Barry and Graeme. The identity of your mystery medical condition will now be displayed to the audience via the laser display board. Well, here again is the mystery voice for listeners at home.
Barry and Graeme suffer from a fear of Anton Deck. A fear of Anton Deck.
So, tell us a little bit about yourselves.
Well, it's
Right. I'd like to say that we're not imagining it. It's real. It is real.
It's the last year or so, but it's become progressive and it's building up. Sometimes we feel there's no way out, there's no escape. We're trapped in it. We're desperate.
It's hard to avoid.
Exactly.
Yeah. And you can't shift them.
Where can we go next?
No,
the authorities don't care, do they?
They don't care.
The encouraging thing is we found out
think?
we're not alone. People are forming support groups.
I mean, they're ashamed to admit they've got them, but, once you own up, you've got them in the house.
So are we talking a phobia of some sort here that's...
Well, yes. But with good reason.
It's not irrational.
Well, in a word, what's your problem? Worth a try.
Is it a phobia of animals or of heights or what is it?
Ghosts.
Insects, what do you got?
Neighbours.
Insects is close.
Fear of insects?
Yes.
Is it a common thing?
It's widespread now.
You never know where they're going to pop up next.
And you say, so there are more than one of them?
Mm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are there a lot more than one of them?
Well,
No.
You never see one on its own.
To the tune of one.
There are two of them. Two
You
insects.
got it.
Two insects.
Well, no, that's rather harsh phraseology.
So...
One insect.
Oh, one insect. Okay. Anton Deck.
We move on to a round that's all about advertising, slogans and jingles.
Oh.
I'm actually quite an aficionado of TV commercials, and I particularly used to enjoy that one featuring those monkeys dressed in human clothes. You know, the ones who used to advertise Quick Fit. teams, I brought along a selection of incomplete advertising slogans from past and present, and to test your advertising knowledge, I'd like you to supply the missing endings. OK, we'll start with you, Tim. Can you complete the following well-known advertising slogan? Only the crumbliest, flakiest...
People take part in I'm a Celebrity, get me out this way.
Well, the correct answer is chocolate. Tastes like chocolate never tasted before. Your turn, Barry. How about this one? 8 out of 10 owners said their cats...
From the back look like pencil sharpeners.
Well, the real answer is prefer it. Jack, can you finish off this one? You're never alone with a...
Stalker.
This is going back a bit. Strand. How about this one, Graham? The stain says hot, the label says...
Don't believe the talking stain.
Audience, what's the answer? Not, yes, of course. OK, here are some for anyone to have a go at. It's too orangey for crows, it's just for...
Robert Kilroy's silk.
The answer is me and my dog. You'll wonder where the yellow went when you...
Wash your bed sheets.
The answer, of course, is brush your teeth with Pepsodent. And how about this one? Churchill, surprisingly passionate about...
8:30. In my experience.
The answer is insurance. Here's one. See the face you love light up with...
Nay palm olive shaving gel.
The answer is... Terry's All Gold. Hands that do dishes can feel soft as your face with...
Pond's face hardening cream.
Mild green fairy liquid is the answer. Milky Way, the sweet you can eat between meals without losing your...
Precious place in the dinner queue, fatty.
The answer is appetite. And finally, do you love someone enough to give them...
Chlamydia. That was a public information joke.
The boring answer is your last Rolo. OK, in the next round, the teams will take turns to play the parts of characters from history. It's what we call typecasting. Their task is to take us back to the golden age of letter writing. It was a time when the likes of Samuel Pepys would sit at his writing desk with an array of quill pens and gaze out of the window for inspiration from the flocks of bald pigeons. Tim and Jack will start by composing a letter from David Beckham to Posh Spice. And then Barry and Graham will come up with the reply, and so on. However, the challenge is that the letters must be constructed by each panelist alternating one word at a time. Immediately after one team has signed off their letter, the opposing team should begin to compose their reply. And when I honk my horn, it's the end of the correspondence. Oh, no. I nearly peaked too soon. Off you go, Tim and Jack.
Dear
Victoria,
I
am
having
a
wonderful
time
here
writing
to
you.
But
I
wish
you
were
here
with
me
wherever
you
think
I
am.
love from David. Dear Dave, thank you for your letter, but I do have to insist that you come home immediately, or I will institute a legal and binding yet accommodating order to compel you to return my caftan and my dictionary. Yours, Posh.
It says here, I say, let's do another one. This time we'll examine the lost correspondence between God and Adam. And you can start us off this time, please. Barry and Graham.
Dear Adam, how are you? Hoping...
David Beckham is God.
Hoping...
Your point being? What was your last one?
Hoping this finds you as it leaves me. I would like to point out that the current bylaws prohibit Apple appropriation and furthermore the taking of any photographs of each one when they are in a compromising yet understandable position in flagrante in the Garden of Eden. Must dash cheers for now your faithful mate God.
Dear
God.
Is
that
really
necessary?
Because
I
am
not
going
to
eat
the
apple
in
the
garden
which
you
kindly
keep
up
in
the
tree.
Eve
Is
presently
not
very
well.
She
Fancies
the
apple.
and
I
don't.
want
To
encourage
such
activity
with
your
serpent.
knowing
That
that
is
not
what
you
want.
There are a few typos in the letter. Anyway,
Where
do
you
get
fig leaves
also
might
you
suggest
an
alternative
form
of
clothing
which
we
can
wear
on
Sundays
and
look
like
nice people
I usually do this on my own.
Lots
Of
love
and
kisses.
respectfully,
Adam.
The teams are going to sing for us now. In the round called Just a Minim, in which the teams attempt to sing well-known songs without hesitation, deviation, boutros gali, or repetition. This is a musical version of the long-running wireless favourite, Just a Minute, and if you think that's wackily hilarious, well, this is really something else. The show's host is the incomparable Nicholas Parsons, the reason so many loyal listeners swear by their radios. Piano accompaniment will be provided by Colin Sell. Actually, listeners will be impressed to learn that back in the 60s, Colin asked Mick Jagger and Keith Richards if he could take the place of Brian Jones. They said yes and threw him in the swimming pool. Okay, the song I'd like you to sing without hesitation, deviation or repetition is Swing Low, Sweet Chariot. And I'd like you to start, please, Barry.
Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Dangle down, fragrant vehicle, arriving to convey me to my domicile. I looked over Jordan.
Deviation, looking over Jordan.
Peter Andre.
I didn't think you could look over Jordan.
I'll certainly accept that. Carry on then, Tim.
Oh, God. And what did I see to pick me up and take me back? A band of angels coming after me, arriving and escorting me chez moi.
Barry.
A lot of me's.
Me.
Me. Typical. Adjudication, please, Hum.
Yes, carry on, Jack.
Swing low, sweet chariot, oscillate near the ground, nice car.
David Beckham's...
Go on, give it some. Taking me back to my place. If you get there before I do, dragging me to my pad, tell all my mates I'm arriving too. Drop me off at my house.
I don't think we've ever finished one before.
Well, it's very nearly the end of the show, but there's just time left for a round of Grumpy Songbook. Samantha tells me she has to nip off to meet her new gentleman friend who's been ringing her all day in a grumpy mood. Despite being very busy, Samantha says she can always find time to handle his testicles. So while she's attending to that, I'd like you please, teams, to suggest titles of songs likely to suit a grumpy audience. Graham, will you start, please?
Hey, you, get off my cloud.
Barry.
Strangers in the night, I've got me shotgun.
Tim.
I want a whiter shade of pale.
Jack.
I don't like Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays.
Once, twice, 3 times to the lavvy.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious my arse.
My arse, you say? My corns and bunions have never been worse. I'm frail, I've got bladder problems and bad breath. I'm supercalifragilistic exhaling halitosis.
Long in whining mode.
Frowntown by Petulant Clark.
Strop in the name of love.
I'm going to sit right down and write the council a letter.
Born to be vile. Mona Lisa.
Well, ladies and gentlemen...
Eleanor Bloody Rigby.
76 sore bones. Where's the Lucasade?
Half a sixpence? What the bloody use is that?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, as the cowboy of time surveys the range of infinity, and the housewife of doom is shocked by a bill of 90 quid an hour to fix the cooker of fate, I notice it's the end of the show. So from the team, Samantha, myself, and the good folk of Tunbridge Wells, it's goodbye.
Cryer, Graeme Garden, Tim Brooke-Taylor and Jack Deed have been given silly things to do by Humphrey Lyttelton, with Colin Sell setting some of them to music. The programme consultant was Ian Pattinson and the producer was John Naismith.